Hi everyone, and exercise 1.2, third question. Check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 for any natural number n. That is our question. Given number 6 power n. Try to understand the question first of all. Check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 or not, they are asking. Whether it will be end with digit 0 or not for any natural number n. First, understand the question. If I take n equal to 1, I mean 6 power 1, which is equal to how much? 6 only. If I take n equal to 2, if n equal to 1, 6 power 1, 6. If I take n equal to 2, that is 6 square. 6 into 6, 36. If I take n equal to 3, 6 cube, that is equal to 216. Check whether 6 over n can end with digit 0. You can see always it is ending with digit 6. I mean 6 over n can't end with digit 0. It cannot be end with digit 0. But we have to do the procedure. What to do? So given number is 6 over n. So find out prime factors of 6. 2 table, 2 3 is 6, and 3 table, 3 1 is 3. So 6 over n I can write as 2 into 3 whole power n. 2 3 is 6. See here the prime factors are only 2 and 3. The prime factors are only 2 and 3. Okay? To be end with digit 0, to be end with digit 0, see, to be end with digit 0, 6 power n should have prime factors 5 and 2. See, whatever the number to be end with digit 0, it should contain the prime factors 2 and 5. If it contains the prime factors 2 and 5, then it will be end with digit 0. But here in the prime factorization of 6 power n, it contains only the factors 2 and 3. So that's why, therefore, 6 power n can't be end with digit 0. 6 power n cannot be end with digit 0. I hope you understood. If anything wants to be end with digit 0, it should contain the prime factors 2 and 5. It should contain prime factors 2 and 5. Which is an important question. Check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 for any natural number n. Okay. So coming to fourth question. So fourth question, explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13, this is one number, and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. So given numbers are what? Given numbers are, they have given two numbers. So first, let us take first number, 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. This is our first number and this is our second number. So before going to that, what do you mean by composite number? It is exactly opposite to the prime number. A number which have more than two factors. A number which is having more than 2 factors. And the smallest composite number is 4. You see, let me take number 4. What are the factors of 4? I mean 1 4 ja 4, 4 1 ja 4, 2 2 ja 4. So what are the factors of 4? That is 1, 2, 4. It is having more than 2 factors. Hence it is called as a composite number. Got it my point? What do you mean by composite number? The numbers which are having more than 2 factors are called composite number. Coming to 6. For example 6. 1 6 is 6. 2 3 is 6. 3 2 is 6. 6 1 is 6. How many factors? The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So which is having more than 2 factors, hence it is called as a composite number. Got it my point? What do you mean by composite number? Yes. And one more thing, here you have to understand one more important theorem, that is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic, which is important. One more question. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes, and that factorization is unique for all the factors. So for example, let me take one number 420, which is a composite number. What is the definition of fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Every composite number, let me write, every composite number can be expressed as product of primes, and the factorization is unique, and this factorization is apart from the order in which prime factors occurs. Okay, so this is the important point. Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. Okay, so how can I express as 420? Express as 420, let me write here 420. 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 0s are 2 1s are 2 5s are 3 3s are 3 5s are 5 7s are 7 1s are. So 420 I can express as 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. Here 420, which is a composite number, that I expressed as 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. Here these all are prime numbers only. See, 420 is a composite number, we expressed as a product of primes. Hence, it states fundamental theorem says that, what fundamental theorem tells us that every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. That you keep it in mind. So coming to our fourth question. According to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we will solve this fourth question and as well as fifth question. Both fourth question and fifth question we will solve according to fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic is every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. That's all. Okay. So given number are 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. See, as we know that addition and subtraction will separate the terms. Here we have how many terms? We have two terms. This is first term and this is second term. Multiplication and division do not separate the terms. This whole thing is one term only. If you observe in these two terms, here 13 is common. In both the terms, 13 is common. If I take 13 as common, what is there here? 7 into 11 into 1 plus 1. Okay, so 13 into 7 11 is 77. 77 into 1, 77 plus 1. So 13 into 77 plus 1, which is equal to 78. How can I write as 78? 2 3 ja, 2 9 ja, 3 13 ja, 13 1 ja. So 13 as it is you write down. 78 I can write as 2 into 3 into 13. See, if you observe here, this given number we expressed as product of primes. Here 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number, 13 is also a prime number. What we did, we expressed it as a product of primes. We expressed as a product of primes. It is a product of primes. It is a product of primes. Hence it is a composite number. According to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we expressed as a product of primes, hence it is a composite number. And what is the second question? Second number is, our second number is what is the second number? This is our second number. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. This is our second number. This whole is one term and this is second term. So what is the among these two terms? See, here 5 is common. 5 is the common. So I can take 5 as common. So 7 into 6 into, I took 5 common. Here 1 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. Right? So 5 into 7 6 are 42. 42 1 are 42. 4 3 are 12. 12 2 are 24. 24 1 are 24. Plus 1. So what is 42 into 24? 42 into 24. 4 2 are 8. 4 4 are 16. 2 2 are 4. 2 4 are 8. Which is equal to 5 into 1008 plus 1. So 5 into 1008 plus 1, which is equal to 1009. Here 5 is prime number and 1009 is also a prime number. Hence it is a product of primes, which is a composite number. So this is our fourth question. Okay, we'll go with now fifth question. So fifth question is, how will you show that given number 17 into 11 into 2 plus 17 into 11 into 5 is a composite number. How will you show that? And also we have to explain. You can observe here, in the given number we have two terms. This is one term and this is the second term. Among these two terms, if you observe here 17 into 11, here also 17 into 11. I can take 17 into 11 as common. If I take 17 into 11 as common, here I have 2 plus here I have 5. So 17 into 11 into what is 2 plus 5? Which is 7. You can observe here, these all are product of primes only. 7 is prime number, 11 is prime number, 17 is also a prime number. It is a product of primes. It is It is a product of primes. Hence it is a composite number. Hence it is a composite number. Okay, these two questions are important. Now we'll go with sixth question. Yes, now sixth question. What is the last digit of 6 power 100? What is the last digit of 6 power 100? What is the last digit of 6 power 100? We know that first let us take 6 power 1. What is the value of 6 power 1? 6 only. What is the value of 6 power 2? I mean 6 into 6. 6 6 ja 36. What is the value of 6 power 3? 6 into 6 into 6, which is equal to 216. What is the value of 6 power 4? I mean 216 into 6. 6 6 ja 36. 6 1 ja 6 plus 3 9. 6 2 ja 12, which is equal to 1296. And so on. To take up to 100. Up to 100. See, we see that 6 power n for any positive integer n, we see that 6 power n, we see that 6 power n for any positive integer n, for any positive integer n, for any positive integer n, and is 6 only. Always it is ending with 6 only. That is, the unit digit is always 6. That is, the unit digit is always 6. What is the unit digit? The unit digit is always 6. Therefore, the unit digit of 6 power 100 is, the unit digit of 6 power 100 is 6. So what is the unit digit of 6 power 100? Which is equal to 6. By this we completed exercise 1.2. In the next session we will go with exercise 1.3.